You're watching JKL, brought to you by Telcom Enterprise. Accelerate your business growth with reliable high-speed connectivity solutions from Telcom Enterprise.
And welcome back to Jeff Koinange live on Citizen Television. The complete transformation of Mike Sonko. Can you believe what you're seeing? I certainly can't. Clean cut Sonko. Because, Senator, let's face it, there's a picture that does the rounds, that has done the round many times. You in the bling, gold rings everywhere, gold, the hair, gold colors, everything. That's the Sonko we knew. Who is this person sitting here?
But you see, Jeff, lessons are always learned in every stages. I first matured as an MP to senator. In the same way, I'm maturing from senator to governor. That is what I mean.
This is your look now?
This is my look now. As the next CEO for Nairobi County.
Tell me something.
The second governor in Nairobi County.
So no more funny hair?
No more funny hair.
No more bling?
No more bling. Because I'm appealing now to the great people whom I serve, whom I respect, whom have a lot of hope on me. So I should forget about my past and so many things and focus on leadership, my vision for the people.
Governor, what about those people say you surround yourself with thugs, present company excluded, all these people here, not these guys. You surround yourself with thugs and hooligans. What do you say about those?
I totally disagree with those allegations. I'm not surrounded by thugs. But at the moment, I'm trying to address the joblessness problem our youth in Nairobi County are currently facing today, the idleness problem we are facing, the security problem Nairobi County is facing. I have absorbed a bigger percentage of our jobless youth to my Sonko rescue team. I've given them work. I pay them a salary when they work for me. Some of them, I took them for training to Red Cross. They are paramedics, young women, the ladies we have in our Sonko rescue team today, they are nurses. Others, they know how to get, clear bodies from the morgues, transport bodies to different parts of Kenya from Nairobi. This is the work which our youth, whom we are referring to as thugs, are doing in my team. For instance, yes. I want to give you another example. The illegal arms. I used to have a program, a disarmament program, with the former Nairobi PPO, whereby I used to disarm our youth from Nairobi County. So far, I've surrendered over 18 AK-47 rifles to the police, 47 pistols to the police. I have transformed this youth. They have reformed, and they are working for me. And we are closely monitoring them with the police. Yeah. And they're earning a salary.
Earning a salary, Senator?
From my Sonko rescue team.
Correct, from Sonko rescue team. And
they are fire marshals, fire extinguisher marshals.
But where's the money coming from? Where's the money coming from?
It's coming from God. And I've explained that today I earn a salary of 1,000 bob. Instead of earning 1.1 million a month. They are well-wishers, investors from Nairobi, who have confidence in my leadership. They have shipped in, they have donated equipments, machinery, cash, funds, so that we run this important
All right, Senator, let's go to the people. We've been asking you this question. Is Mike Sonko the man to lead Nairobi County? Monica, do we have that poll yet? Do we have the numbers? Before we go to that, let's go to some Facebook, some social media, okay? Let's start with Facebook. Maura Wamuhea. What are his plans for the county government houses rented to the public, which are in very poor state, especially Jericho and Maringo?
My plan for that, we have what we call the slum. This is not a slum, the urban renewal for our estates. What are we going to do in Maringo or Jericho? People think if you have such a program, you must evict people illegally or demolish houses illegally. My government is not going to practice that. What I'm going to do in my county government, I am going first to identify the empty spaces in those estates, for instance, Maringo and Jericho. We partner with international investors. Even we don't need county money or money from national government to do that. We are going to partner with international banks, international investors. We put up a very big plan. In the empty spaces, for instance, if we have empty land in Jericho or Maringo, we do low-income houses for those people residing there. Once the houses are complete, we are going to give first priority to the people residing in Maringo, Jericho, to occupy those houses. After they occupy those houses in the empty spaces which we have built new structures, then we demolish the houses they've moved or left. We do some other structures there.
Okay, next question. Julius Ngunga.
All that way.
How will he mitigate unemployment of many youths in Nairobi? So much unemployment, Senator. How are you going to stop that?
Within the county government, there is a program to empower the youth, to empower the women. But since corruption is rampant in Nairobi County, we don't see those funds. But I'm going to regroup these youth groups, women. We give them funds for free. We give them money on a merry-go-round basis. We monitor them. They compensate this money to themselves on free interest rates. In the process, we'll be empowering the youth, the women. You know, the youth, provided a youth pays for his family school fees, can afford to pay rent for his wife, by doing so, we'll be addressing the unemployment problem we are facing, the idleness problem we are facing, the insecurity problem we are facing.
Yeah. Farah Hassan, Honorable Mike Sonko, what are your plans on street children, border operators, and robbery in Nairobi?
I think street children, we are going to have rehabilitation centers whereby we take all the street children to these centers. And by doing so, we'll be addressing the chokoras problem we are facing in Nairobi County.
Boda.
The boda operators, the small-scale traders, we refer them to as small-scale traders. We are going also to mobilize them. We'll be having several programs addressing them, addressing the issues, how they'll be accessing the CBD, how they'll be working. We address those issues through that. I've been once a PSV operator. I have experience in the transport sector. Yeah. So we'll involve all stakeholders, the border operators, business people, the police, traffic marshals. We sit together with borders and look for a permanent solution to the border menace problem we are facing.
Did you once run matatus?
Yeah, I once owned matatus. I never deny that. I'll be transparent. I used to own matatus. Yep.
Crime in the cities, Senator. Crime.
I think so far I have solved 30% of the crime in the city. The crime rate in Nairobi has gone down by over 50%. The Commissioner of Police, Inspector General, can attest to this. Immediately I started my disarmament program. We have all the clips. I have over 47 documentaries. In one of the documentaries I'm covering how I've empowered the youth, how I have participated in the reduction of crime rate in Nairobi. And I want to repeat myself, through this disarmament program, the illegal firearms which are with our youth today, some of our youth today are committed or are doing or are in crime because of the joblessness problem, the idleness problem. Yeah. Once we get the illegal firearms from them, we empower them. They do businesses. They put business for their wives. Their wives can depend on them. Their families can depend on them. The insecurity problem would have been addressed.
Okay. Hilary Kishi, ask him what plans he has for Nairobi hawkers and what's his opinion about matatus in the CBD. Hawkers.
Oh, for hawkers, I am going to implement. There's a program which is currently being used in Dubai, Bangkok, Thailand, whereby in Thailand, Bangkok, a busy street, for instance, take an example of Biashara Street. We are going to identify busy streets in Nairobi, close them. At night, maybe when the traffic is less busy, we we allocate these streets to hawkers, put security, put street lights, tell our hawkers to go and hawk there, close these roads. Over the weekend, a road like Arboretum road like Iron Rooms Road in Nyayo Stadium on Sundays, these roads are less busy. We take our workers there, close the roads, give them security, take workers there to sell their items. We do marketing, tell Nairobi residents that if you want to buy cheap clothes, cheap items, go to Endon Road at night from 6 to 8, go to Biashara Street. We have hawkers market which have been grabbed, for instance, the Eastleigh Hawkers Market, the Mariro Hawkers Market. My first days after being sworn in as governor, I am going to repossess all these markets, such that when somebody goes to Eastleigh, he wants to buy new clothes, new items, he goes to the business community, malls, the shops. But he wants to buy cheap socks, clothes, jeans, he goes to the hawkers market. By doing so, we'll have created a conducive environment whereby we protect the interest of business community, protect the interest of the small-scale traders who are the hawkers.
Okay, matatus in the CBD.
I want to be a matatu operators, and the thing here is to plan Nairobi, to organize Nairobi, to have an efficient transport system in Nairobi. What I'll do, I'll involve all the stakeholders, the matatu operators, the traffic, the business community. Will be having frequent meetings to address this menace, this issue. Here, we should come with temporary solutions to address this problem. The current problem right now, which is giving us a headache, causing traffic jam, especially along the Moi Avenue, Haile Selassie Avenue, to Mboya Street, is the busy, the roundabouts, yes, which we have,
yes,
the U-turns which we are doing. We are going to be strict on this, and we're not going to harass anybody, because once the county receives license fees from the matatu operators, it means we are agreeable that matatu should operate, but we should engage all these stakeholders.
Yeah.
Matatu operators should just drop passengers in town. No U-turns. They should proceed.
And tell me something, Senator. When your critics say you have no managerial skills, is your team the one that's going to be running most of this?
No, that is very wrong. Maybe I might not have those managerial skills, but I'll be a ground governor, a ground person to ensure whatever we implement through, all the bills we implement through the county government are implemented. I'll go to the Ndora dump site and ensure that everything is being done. I'll go to the estate and ensure we have good roads. Nairobians are the highest taxpayers. They deserve to have good roads, clean city, clean markets. That is my implementation on the ground. But I will have a technocrat. The business community, the corporate world has to participate on this. They have to give me a qualified deputy governor who will be an office person, who will be jointly working with me to ensure the services we offer to the people are implemented.
Someone like
the laws which come from the county government are implemented. I'll be a ground person, a ground governor, but my deputy will be an experienced deputy, a PhD holder deputy, and a technocrat, a person from the corporate world.
Someone like Jim Nambaru?
It's up. The business community will decide on this. The corporate world will decide on this. I have to consult also on my party bosses. The president has to put an input on this. We need somebody who's an investor, a technocrat who understands the interest of the business community. And the
Is it true you also had someone like Chris Kirubi somewhere in the team there? Is it?
No, that was just a proposal. I was just proposing Chris Kirubi to be an economic advisor of the county, not even a deputy governor. No, but I proposed either between Jim Nambaru or this guy who was once Gakuo, even Bishop Margaret, Dennis Waweru. We've got so many options, but I have to do a thorough consultation, because this seat does not belong to me. It belongs to the great people of Nairobi. I have to consult my party bosses, Nairobi people, the corporate world. It has to be a teamwork.
Shatsala wa Shatsala. Ask Sonko whether he can support NASA if their agenda is to raise the living standard of the normal Wananchi?
I can't support NASA. I'm principled. I belong to Jubilee. My party boss is vying for the presidency. Why should I support another party? So if he has any idea, let him sell it to Jubilee. Then we can implement that idea. I sell it to my boss. We implement it as Jubilee, not as NASA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier on, you talked about Dandora dump site, Senator. A mess, if you will. And the city is getting dirtier and dirtier. What would you do to clean up the city?
Let me repeat myself. Nairobians are the highest taxpayers in East and Central Africa. They deserve to have a clean city, a city with has no traffic congestion and so many things. Already, when I was as the senator, I've already done a research. There is a company in Germany. It's called the Sustainable Energy Waste Solution Company. The directors of this company came to Kenya. We did a feasibility study. They were in the Dandora dump site. We are intending to do a very big plant in Dandora. This plant will be buying garbage from residents of Nairobi. Mm-hmm. This company will employ all those chocolate, all the youth who are depending on the Dandora dump site. This company, once it's successful, will generate electricity, our own electricity from the county. This electricity will be sold to the national grid.
How come they haven't done that before? How come they haven't done it so far?
Because we are not serious with the running of affairs of this county. Our governor is not serious on this. Corruption is rampant. We are not focused on service delivery. But contrary to the leadership of Governor Kidero, I am going to involve technocrats, the corporate world, the learned guys in running the affairs of this county. And in the process, we are going to revive. Already I have an MOU with these guys. We are not going to single source them, but we already have a pilot project which we've tried. We have sold the same idea to State House. When the president went to Germany, these guys visited the president, the negotiations are ongoing on how we are going to deal with the garbage menace in Kenya. And since Nairobi controls the 60% economy of Kenya, the government has to chip in on this. The national government has to chip in.
All right, let's get some comments in. I'll start with Minor Kageni. He says, Sonko has my vote. And then he says, tell him your barber deserves a raise and a kayamba.
Thank you for that, Minor.
Tweets coming in thick and fast. Let's get some more. Sakaja Johnson, that's your partner, your buddy, your mate.
Yeah.
Right? Sakaja says, Nairobi needs a governor with a heart for the people who will deliver services and unite all. My brother, Mike Sonko, is fit for the job.
Thank you, Sachs.
You call him Sachs?
Yeah.
All right. What'd you call the president?
UK.
Okay.
Oh, bro.
Ahmed Shukri, 2010. Sonko speaks to the hearts of the common man. He is a true definition of doing by action. Leadership is not about PhDs and doctorates. Chiponda Harris 1. No, his character contradicts his passion to be the next Nairobi governor. He can't pass Chapter 6 of our Constitution. Next comment. Tweets coming in very thick and very fast. Okay, Josh Mwajasi, you say Mike Sonko is just a populist candidate, but in reality, he has no clear plan for Nairobi. Next, JN Shine. I like Mike Sonko. He is kind. He helped grandma rebuild her apartments after they were consumed by fire. Do you know this guy? Andrew Ochieng 15, you say, Mike Sonko, a leader with a big heart. That's all we want our leaders to be. Nixon Lagat 0085, Sonko is so articulate. This is unbelievable. He is so smart and courteous.
Thank you.
What happened?
Gubernatorial material.
I've been doubting that this man is not Sonko, playing it too cool. Where is the Sonko we know? Where is he?
I don't know.
What happened to that guy?
I don't know.
Why does Sonko mostly deal with slum dwellers and ignoring the average Mwananchi? Ask him what he has done for Buruburu residents. This is Techera Mwinami. Buruburu, middle class.
Yep.
You have them in mind as well?
Yeah, I have them in mind. I've done so many things for Buruburu business community, Buruburu people.
Yeah.
I've done so many things for them.
Yeah.
I did Cabro in Buruburu Shopping Center. I opened up, there's a road called Sonko Road. Before, when you wanted to access...
you have a Sonko Road in Nairobi?
Yes.
Where?
Between Mutindwa Market, Buruburu Shopping Center, Metropolitan Hospital and Jericho. Before, when you wanted to access Kangundo, Kayole, Umoja, you used to use Jogo Road, Outer Ring Road roundabout, then Outer Ring Road all the way to Kangundo. But with the little I had in CDF, which was not sufficient, my brother, the current president, was the Minister for Finance. I consulted him. He released funds to the Metropolitan Ministry. Then we came up with the Sonko Road. Sonko Road started in Jericho. If you want now to access Kayole, Umoja, Kangundo, you come through Jogo Road, Jericho, Metropolitan Hospital, Buruburu Girls, Buruburu Shopping Center, Mutindwa Market. You go to Umoja, Kangundo, on those sides. I've done a lot of things for Buruburu people. A lot of banks were constructed during my time when I was an MP for Makadara, or member for Makadara. I've done a lot for Buruburu people. Countless things for them.
I just remembered something. Shebesh. If she wins, are you willing to work with her?
She's already won.
There's another one ahead.
I'll work with her for the bigger picture of the party. We want to deliver all this to Jubilee. And this is a time whereby we are supposed to bury our hatchets. We're supposed to forget about all our political differences and strategize on way forward. How are we going to deliver all these seats to Jubilee and the president?
You once put the president on speakerphone.
Yeah.
What was that about?
I think it was, if I'm not wrong, some case in Balozi, Basa Road, whereby some houses were going to be demolished, some eviction demolition orders were issued. And I remember very vividly, Jeff, when we were launching our manifesto in Kasarani, the president was on record saying that illegal evictions, illegal demolitions will be a problem of the past. We'll never witness them again in Jubilee administration. I remember there was a time during the Inusum Kati administration, properties were demolished in Sokimau. Thousands of police officers were posted there, sniffer dogs were posted there, bulldozers were posted there. So many Kenyans lost their lives because of stress, trauma they underwent when the houses were demolished. I didn't want the same to be repeated in Balozi, Mombasa Road. I was called by the residents to go and rescue the situation. Once I reached there, I found a cabinet minister, agriculture minister by the name of Felix Kosgei, over 300 police officers who had earmarked some buildings for demolition, including the Winners Chapel Church, Warma School, there was a secondary school in Balozi, there was a mosque in Balozi. There were over 4 estates in Balozi.
But you put him on speakerphone.
The Banka Villa as estate, executive estate, this 2 more estates I'm forgetting, Diamond Park 1 and 2. Houses worth 30 billion were going to be demolished. I pleaded with the minister. The police officers who were on the ground demolishing the houses, they refused to listen to me. I had no choice because the minister was on the ground. I had to call the minister's boss, who was the head of state. And this is the most accessible president in the world. You call the president today, he'll answer your call. If he doesn't answer your call, he has to call you back. This is the president of the people who knows what it means by serving the people.
Was he annoyed?
He was not. He wasn't annoyed. Why he wasn't annoyed? Because immediately I called him, he answers. He answered his call in the presence of the police officers and the minister. And I told him, I told the president, Your Excellency, there's something which is about to happen which will spoil your reputation, which will spoil the reputation of your government. There's a minister who is here with over 400 police officers. They want to demolish a church, to demolish houses. This will not happen under your leadership, Your Excellency. You have to move with speed and do something about it.
Yeah.
Then he told me, listen, Sonko, hiyo itasimamishwa immediately.
And he did it.
And the residents were very happy. And let me tell you, today, hiyo area Balozi, President has over 10,000 votes as we are talking. As we are talking, as I'm seated here.
So he wasn't annoyed with that?
He wasn't annoyed with that.
Okay.
I was protecting his interests.
These are text messages on our 22422. Sonko deserves the seat as he started from the humble political arena. Sonko is like Sylvester Stallone, really, who struggled from every definition to be a Hollywood superstar. When Rocky, the dramatic and theatrical acts done by Sonko doesn't meet the threshold of being city governor. Please, Mr. Senator, spare us a time. Thanks, Ahmed Dubo Subania Isli. Yes, I'll vote for Sonko. Doesn't matter what he has done in the past. He has helped people in Mukuru, Jenga, Sinai, Soweto, Ruben slums. Does all his opponents know these slums? Sonko is the governor. Big no. Sonko is a good leader, but I don't dispute that. But cannot express himself well. He will not be able to handle issues affecting Nairobi. Yes, he deserves to be the governor of Nairobi. He is credible, honest, kind-hearted, philanthropic, not philanthroper, okay, hardworking and down-to-earth man. Last one. No. Why? Because Sonko is a handout givers. I don't like such a leader. He can change Nairobi to be handout county. No. As we wind down, coming back to that case of yours 20 years ago, right? Why you ended up in Shimolatewa. Just what was it for?
I like being transparent, Jeff. It is true I ended up in Shimolatewa, but after being incarcerated in prison, I was later released. This was a land case. I used to deal in land because my father was a really registered land and estate agent. And I started dealing in land when I was in Form 3. I started making my first millions when I was in Form 3. Even though I remember when I was in school, I used to pay school fees for my other schoolmates, my other colleagues in school. But focusing on the question which you have asked, Jeff, on that case which landed me in Shimolatewa, which I was later released, I remember I had a client, a German client by the name of Hans Rudolph, who was willing to purchase a beach plot. He wanted to construct a beach, a five-star hotel. I started dealing with investors when I was in Form 3. And in the neighborhood where this guy was, where this German wanted to buy land, there was a family, also my client, called Masabuni family. They had a land for sale. And I remember 25 years ago, this family was selling their land at 4 million. I was willing to buy that land, look for an international market. I had an agreement with this family, the Masabuni family. I paid the head of that family 10%, took the documents. We had an agreement with this family that they had agreed to sell this land to me at consideration of 4 million Kenyan shillings. I paid them the agreed deposits as per our agreement. They did a thumb. That those years you are doing a thumb in the sale agreements. Then I offered this land to my client, who was also my late dad's client, Mr. Hans Rudolph, who's a German. I've sold land to so many investors who are right now occupying a lot of beach hotels in South Coast. Joel Brunner, I sold him Diani Homes, who's the current owner of Romantic Hotels, Charlie Island. Now let me come back to the question which you have asked. This Hans Rudolph guy liked the land. I showed him the land. He gave an offer of 8 million. Masabuni had offered 4 million. I showed him the land. He liked it. He went back to Stuttgart, Germany. Came back after 3 weeks with the funds. There was a former magistrate in Kwale. I remember that time going by the name of Magolo. He's currently a lawyer in Mombasa, Magolo and Company Advocates. I took Hans Rudolph to Jared Magolo and Company Advocates firm. He deposited the 8 million Kenya shillings. Since I had paid Masabuni $1 million bob, the balance was 3 million because he had offered to sell his land at 4 million bob. I paid his balance of 3 million. Out of the 8 million then, I paid the lawyer's fees. I made the difference of over 4 million Kenya shillings. When Hans Rudolph came to take possession of the land he had purchased through me, Masabuni was just staying in the neighborhood. He asked Rudolph, "Oh, why are you here?" And I sold this land to Mike. And I said, "I bought this land at 8 million. Then Masabuni got shocked. "Why? You paid 8 million, I was paid 4 million. I have a complaint." He went to the CID, complained against me. I was arrested. I read in court, remanded in custody for selling somebody's land at 4 million, at 8 million. Then I gave the owner, the vendor. And
that's why you were in Shimalatewa?
I was in Shimalatewa. We did the case. And let me tell you, Jeff, in prison we have best convicts who understand the law, who are conversant in the law than the lawyers you have today. I did this case when I was in prison. And I remember when we were doing this case, at some point, Masabuni was a complainant or a witness against me. He was testifying against me. And I asked him a few questions which I was coached in prison to ask him, "Mr. Masabuni, what complaint do you have against me?" He said, "I have a complaint against you because you sold my land at 8 million, then you paid me 4 million. Then I had to produce the letter of option, agreement letter before the judge. Masabuni, do you remember this letter? Is this stamp yours? Did you sell this land at 4 million to me?" "Yes." "Did you receive the 1 million deposit?" "Yes." "Did you receive the balance of 3 million?" "Yes." "So you received the purchase price of 4 million?" "Yes." "Why am I here?" "I don't know. I told you, Your Honor, I don't have any further question for this witness." Then Rudolph came.
The German guy.
The German guy took the witness doc. "Mr. Rudolph, do you know, why am I here?" Rudolph was a good friend, was my good friend. He used to like my wife, my father. He was very transparent. "Rudolph, did you buy this land?" "Yes." "Did you sign this agreement?" "Yes." "Is this signature yours?" "Yes." "Did you agree to pay 8 million on this land?" "Yes." "Are you in possession of the land?" "Yes." "Have you started constructing?" "Yes." "Have you fenced the land?" "Yes." "Why am I here?" "I don't know." I told the magistrate, "Your Honor, I don't have any further question to this witness." And I was acquitted in that case. I was doing business. I never forged. I never swindled anyone.
Right.
I never obtained money through false pretense.
Right.
These are just allegations to tarnish my good name.
Senator,
and the files are there.
Yeah. That's a good story. We're going to conclude. When we do that, where's the camera? That one there. That camera there. In 1 minute, tell the people of Nairobi County why you want to be their governor. Go on.
I want to be your governor. I'm appealing especially to the middle class because I've done a lot of work to the lower class, the middle class, the upper class. You Nairobians, you are the highest taxpayers. You deserve to have a county that has no traffic congestion, a clean county, a county that has no corruption cases. The Nairobi governor has failed. I don't want to repeat myself on that. The traffic congestion issue in Nairobi County, I've already started addressing this issue. For instance, I was in court the other day when the current governor was trying to put drums in our roundabouts. And I'm repeating myself that Nairobians were the highest taxpayers. You don't deserve to have drums on your roundabouts. I won in that case. All the drums were removed. On the traffic menace case, I started dealing with these cases even when I was an MP. I want to refer you guys who are watching me today. Google Hansard of 23rd of November 2011. I brought a question by private notice in the National Assembly on the traffic snarl-ups we are facing in Nairobi County. Who is responsible for this the damage? Franklin Bett was the Minister for Infrastructure during that time. Responded to that question that they're having a design they are trying to doing some dual highways to decongest jumps from the city. We did some designs, money was available. The national government consulted the ADB. Through that outer ring road, 8.5 billion was allocated. That was a project which I pioneered, which I brought that question. And I'm happy the previous governments ignored this, but the current Jubilee government, through the blessing of His Excellency the President, are implementing that outer ring road.
And you will do that. Project. You will do more when you.
I will do more about it. So far, I've already acquired the pothole patching machine. Yeah. Once these roads have been done, for instance, the outer ring road, after the raining seasons, we have a pothole anywhere in the country, the feeder roads. I have a pothole patching machine which I've partnered with very limited. We can fill a pothole within 3 minutes at a guarantee of 15 years. Once we fill this pothole, it will take 15 years for this pothole maybe to.
What are you waiting for?
I want to be the next governor of Nairobi.
Speaking of which, the question we've been asking all evening, is Mike Sonko the man to lead Nairobi? 54% say yes, 46% say no. Those aren't bad odds. Senator, good to see you.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks so much for your time. Good luck. All the best.
Thank you, Jeff.
And I don't know who this person is sitting over here because I've never seen this Sonko before.
This is the real governor who matured from MP to senator, and I'm maturing now from senator to governor.
You heard the man yourself, folks. Wow. Thank you so much. I hope he's satisfied you as much as he can in this hour. It's up to you at the end of the day, folks. I always keep saying we have to keep talking, because the moment we stop talking is the moment we start fighting. And you don't want to go down that slippery slope. Would you vote for this man? There are others in the field. There's the incumbent, Evans Kidero. There's Miguna, and there may be Peter Kenneth. This man says he wants it. We'll see. It's up to you. No doubt, it's up to you. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Keep tweeting at Mike Sonko, at Koinange Jeff, at Citizen TV Kenya. The hashtag, as always, JKLive. And you know if it's Wednesday, it's those 3 letters on the keyboard that follow each other. JKL. Right here on Citizen Television. Tomorrow night, don't forget my colleague Hussein Mohammed exclusive with Baba Jacom, NASA flag bearer, right here on Citizen Television. His first interview since becoming the flag bearer. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night. Good luck. God bless people of Nairobi County. Senator Shukran.
Asante sana, Jeff. Sawa.
Watching JKL, brought to you by Telkom Enterprise. Accelerate your business growth with reliable high-speed connectivity solutions from Telkom Enterprise.